is a tree that my wife and I have been trying to kill for the last month. That's because it takes a lot of water and we forget. So I've come up with a solution using Arduino and my ME305 project, final project that is. So it's got a soil moisture sensor as shown right there. That is a capacitive soil moisture sensor, so it's supposed to last a lot longer than the cheap little ones that you can get off Amazon. This one here is a light. That light will automatically turn on when the user desires. In the future, we will have a grow light in there so that it'll help get the plant the sunlight, in quotation marks, that it needs. Now underneath this table, as you'll notice, there is a box. This box is my Arduino. It contains the Arduino. I 3D printed the box, and just to contain a mess of wires, really. So here is the screen. The moisture level right now is showing wet. That's because the soil moisture sensor is inside wet soil. The time is 7:24 in military time, and that 37 there is really interesting as it is continuously reporting back how deep the water is. So I've got a proximity sensor here. This proximity sensor always reports back the depth of this water in this jar. So the water in the jar is, if it gets too low, which will cause the proximity sensor to go a higher number, right now it's reading 38, once it hits 40, it registers as too low and automatically kicks off the water pump, which is inside of here, so that it doesn't burn out. Alright? Now, one other thing I want to mention here is this keypad. This keypad is super interesting because that's what turns on the light. Now, if I hit number 1, as I just did, you can see that a light came on in the background. That's the light up here above the plant. Now, if I hit any other number, like 8 for instance, the light automatically turns off. Okay? Now I'm going to demonstrate how the soil moisture sensor works. So here goes. If I pull it out, it's going to automatically register dry. So I'm going to pull it out now, and listen real close so you can hear the water pump turn on, and I'll show it to you. So there's the water pump running. Now if I stick this back in the soil and it registers very wet, it'll automatically shut off the water pump so that way it doesn't overwater it. So once again, here's my screen with the moisture showing very wet. The time is 7:26. We're 39 millimeters away, and just to prove to you that it will automatically shut off, I will pull out the soil moisture sensor again. Once this hits 40 millimeters, remember the pump will turn off. See, the pump's really struggling because it's going back and forth between 39 and 40, as can be seen. But the pump keeps turning off. So, that is my final project. The tree will be happy.